All right, here we are again with the Slay Industries Second Edition podcast, Squad Deathaxe, Season 4, Episode
Woo!
1. It's been a little while, but and this one was a little impromptu, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna have a good time. Um,
Impromptu party.
yes. And just so I don't lose my mind tonight we are joined by Diamond playing,
We already failed.
Diamond
Silence.
playing.
Diamond.
Hi, Diamond, playing Sputnik, Advanced Carrier's Heavy Support Package. Sorry.
Sorry, I caught
My
it
bad.
busy. All right, and then we've got a new player, first time Slayer. We got Taz playing. Do you know what your character name is going to be? Since
It's going to be Isrev,
Isrev, okay, and you are playing a
a Neophron.
investigator.
A quiet individual.
Indeed.
Nice. All right. Well, and then we've got Cody, of course, playing.
Rooney, the brain waster Eben that literally can't choose what he wants to be.
It's all right. I got something for you. And then we got Brenna back again.
Playing a new character since my last one died.
No.
I'm playing a
Oh, never
Wraithen
mind.
named Seller. Package
Nice.
to be said.
You know what? I'm down for that. That sounds pretty good.
Or
And I will
pour
probably
one
pull
out
you
for the
to the
homie.
side at some point and explain to the podcast audience. I know people will hear after the podcast, but we'll go over some light character details. But next in order, we've got Dawson playing.
Uh, yes, Grit. I'm playing Krieg, the Scoutmaster of Squad Deathaxe.
Now, look, you do have a secondary character, and we might do an introduction tonight.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Is like,
But
do
we're
you
gonna
want me
wait on the
to
name
start
of
with
that
him?
character just yet. But you
Okay,
will need
so
to have it ready.
Okay, I have it right here before me, ready to go.
And
Are you sure?
we do have one more player who's been here for a while. Drew
Absolute backbone of the party.
playing.
Yeah, right.
Animus, the Ebon Medic.
The Eben Medic. All right. So, last time we ended the game, you guys were staring at Slayer's smiling face with his cat-like eyes, and I will say we're not gonna pick.
734 out.
We're not gonna pick up right there. We're gonna pick up sometime later. Matter of fact, we're gonna pick up about, let's say, 3 months later, and we're gonna say we're gonna begin the game with just some downtime actions to kind of resolve what's been going on with people. And I'm gonna start at the top and just work my way down. Diamond, you're gonna go last.
Okay.
Finnegan
Shit.
or Taz,
Hmm.
um, your character's brand new. We're not gonna worry about downtimes. You don't have any XP. Your brand new character. You just graduated, Mini, the basically the training school for Slay Industries to be an operative. It's taken your character several years, and unless your character specifically bought fast tracked one of my custom merits, like you're green as grass, brand new operative, and you've been given a dossier of papers and a stack of paperwork, along with all your other basic goods, and they it says somewhere in your paperwork that you've been assigned to a squad called Deathaxe. You probably never heard of them before, given the size of Mort and the amount of squads out there. Um, they don't seem to be the most popular squad at the moment, but yeah, you've been given a list of phone numbers. And who is the current squad leader of Deathaxe?
Cody.
Cody's character Rooney. So it basically just has a piece of information in there to contact your squad leader Rooney. and it's got a phone number. You really don't know anything else about your squad, other than there's a list of names of active and inactive members. There's about 12 members in Deathaxe. About 6 of them are inactive, um, but
Don't like them.
Yo,
people
they're
pop
dead.
in and out periodically. The squads do that, as membership is required or needed. All right. But I will get to you shortly with a more in depth. Well, for something when the game gets started, I'll get with you because you need to get that first game in.
All right.
Cody, Cody. All right. First up, I know you have
Games.
uh, XP expenditures. What were you gonna buy?
Admin Finance 4.
So you are gonna get it.
Yes.
Okay. So naturally you're gonna spend what is it, the 11 XP? And
I have 20.
so there you go, cha-ching. And it's also going to cost you, what was it, 400 credits?
500.
I
Was it
mean,
500 credits?
you originally said 500, but you just said 400 on
I'm not
things,
going
so
to
I think you
discount
should take
you.
that one.
You're the rich guy. I'm not going to discount you at all. Yeah, it is
You said
500
it's
credits.
11.
Pop up money bag.
11 XP and 500 credits for that fourth point in anything. Unless it's Ebb Discipline, in which case it would be 14. Because Ebb Disciplines cost more.
Nope. It is not an ebb discipline.
All right. So, and just to wind through things, Cody, what good housing do you have?
I have 1.
So your monthly cost for your, I'm sorry, your downtime cost for housing is going to
Is
be
100.
is going to be 100 and well, it's going to be 150, Cody.
Why?
Well, normally it's 100 credits for everybody plus 50 per point of housing.
But
But you have a sweetheart deal that says that you don't have to pay for that first point, right?
yes.
But in the last 3 months, your character has taken up has been given a fancy schmancy office um, further uptown by ABC Marketing. So long, so long
Those
as you,
fuckers.
so long as you work a certain number of hours to be determined by you, working for the
1.
company, and so long as you maintain a good standing with the company, you get a nice office. It's not quite in Central, but they increase your housing by 1 point. You can note that on your sheet.
So I gotta pay out 450.
Um,
That'd be 150 times 3.
no. It's
Or
no,
or
it's
I'm
one
just
downtime,
paying
single
150.
downtime.
Oh, so I'm just taking 150. Okay.
Correct. But what's your sponsorship?
I no idea.
Sorry, I had to cough. What's your sponsorship amount per month or per downtime? Do you remember it?
So they were supposed to pay me out 100 per downtime.
So yeah, so you've got 100 credits on top. So technically, you almost paid for your housing.
Yeah. Well, originally I negotiated it for the 100 housing.
Okay, okay. That
So
sounds
I owe 50.
okay. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let me
And
flip
you said
down.
notate it as.
Uh, uh,
I'm just gonna put
ABC Marketing
yeah.
Good Housing +1. That's just some progress that's happened in the last month. I will just say because that was a lot of fun role playing with those guys, and I'm not getting rid of them anytime soon.
Better not. They're my money
Plus,
ticket.
I want to see Cody be the
Now,
evil guy on the other side of the
now
courtroom.
it is true because I am gonna be the evil person.
Your honor.
I will also go ahead. Whose ACL or SCL is 9 and up now?
Me.
Me.
Well, we're
So
we're gonna get there.
pickled shoes, you don't count. Good try though.
I'm just
There,
saying.
So
there are
Diamond though, Diamond gets an extra 50 credits per that sweetheart deal as well.
we'll get to him.
I just putting it out there while I'm here.
We'll get to him if he's still alive.
Now, Brenna,
I mean, anyone that was a part of it. So
Britta, you've got a new character. Um, Again, kind of like Taz. Um, your character's been given a dossier, a little bit different than Taz's. Uh, and you've been given contact information for your squad leader, Rooney. And at some point, you need to connect with them and begin doing VPNs, so you won't drop from your SCL 10. I mean, not 10 because you're not green.
No,
You're not green at
no.
all. Um, and so you can make some serious cash because cash is king.
Yeah.
And but since unless you have anything that you want to just do right off the bat, I'm
Nope.
gonna go ahead and resolve downtime.
Oh, go right ahead.
All right, Drew. Downtime. Do you have any expenditures?
Yes. You remember the thing
And
we discussed?
is it a certain discipline at rank 4?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured.
Jesus Christ.
Is that your second 4 or the first
It
4?
would be the first.
Okay, so you're good right now.
So, other than that, I'm working on the other task we had discussed.
Okay.
I don't like when y'all do that.
What we'll do is we'll probably discuss it in character as soon as we finish downtimes. The other thing is if y'all will be very if y'all can tolerate something I'm gonna do here. I've got a little intro and I need to create a little chat group if I can remember. Hey, can somebody create a chat group here with me, Drew, and Brenna?
I actually haven't been able to get into tabletop.
No, like a Discord chat. Like just a
Oh,
just a message. Somebody just do a direct message with me, Brenna, and Drew.
Working on it.
I have a favor to ask of y'all,
okay.
and
Can we not just jump to channel 3?
no. This is something different. It's going to require this kind of infrastructure,
Oh, okay.
logistics, as it were.
Done.
There we are. Now look, Brenna and Drew, y'all are the only ones who can see what I'm pasting in this channel here.
Okay.
Brenna, you're going to read part 1, which says narrator. And then I'm going to read part 2, and Drew's going to read part 3. I'd like you to read slowly. But this is actually going to be um, Diamond's in downtime. Now,
Oh.
Diamond, I will tell you really quick. Your character has not been free during downtime actions. Spudnik has actually he's been contained. He's been in quarantine. And to summarize your experiences, I will say that let me make sure I read it
This is all
properly.
too familiar. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not bailing your ass out.
Yeah. For the last several months have passed and you haven't seen daylight. Not like you could on Mord anyways, with the ever-present storms overhead. But you've endured unspeakable torture, both physical and psychological, to quote prepare you for what's to come. Now, all right. Let's see. My
Adding
message
one
is
rank of
says
PTSD.
my message is too long. Hold on one second.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna cut it in
Let me-
half.
Let me go ahead and add one rank of PTSD real quick. Hang on.
I think you've
Oh,
already
there
got
it
it.
is. I see it.
All right. So
Oh, shit.
Brenna, I'd like you to read part 1 very, very slowly, or just with whatever care you like. I'm gonna read part 2. Drew, you'll read part 3.
Okay.
Right.
Go
You
ahead, Brenna.
find yourself sitting on a soft grass, bright moonlight glowing overhead, a calm breeze blowing, and the scent of sweet flowers on the wind. Above, the twinkling of 2 glittering planetary rings lights up the sky despite it being night. The forest around you rustles, phosphorescent leaves flickering to life as the wind shakes them.
No. A sterile, seething voice echoes. The world is harsh, cruel, hard. Monsters prowl the darkness, waiting to feast on your flesh. They surround you. There is no escape. They are fast and deadly.
The forest around you changes. The leaves glow red and orange. They're burning. A tree snaps, a deep growl. Something is there, huge, all teeth and claws. It's hunting you. You are afraid.
Uncorrupted, unspoiled, fruitful, a calmer, steadier voice intrudes. The creature is not here to harm you. It is familiar. It guards you. It always has. Its kind revere you. They have art, culture, religion.
The forest stops burning. Moonbeams illuminate the glade. The creature is humanoid. It stands, it holds tools, it wears colorful clothing, a patchwork of materials assembled with care and reason.
Where is the beast? The hunter. The first voice seethes with anger. Do what I say.
The humanoid's tools become a crude spear. Anger, or angry, no, anger clouds is its thoughts. Ugh.
The second voice interrupts. It is noble. It is brave. He is honorable. His will is his own.
You see it clearly now. Its face canine like yours, its body strong like yours. It has fur for comfort, and it is painted with markings to symbolize its bravery, its honor, its wisdom. It approaches you as you always knew it would. It is your guardian.
A fucking Jethian? The first voice says with disdain. We killed them all. Destroy it.
It is a guardian. Killing it could stunt his growth. Let it live. No one will know what it is. He needs to grow. You will have to release him to develop. Perhaps then we will see real results, the second voice offers.
Maybe. It needs to know fear. What's really out there. Dress its pet up and have it trained properly. Say it's from Karma, a limited run. No more rejects after this, or I do this my way. This has been a conversation between Intruder and Slayer. Diamond, you're the one they're talking to. That being said, this is only a memory. That happened to you a month ago. You've been freshly released from Mort Central. Um, you've been given all your normal equipment. Your physical damage has been healed. You can spend any kind of experience you wish. It's been a kind of grueling experience, mentally exhausting. Um, but but everything we said is true. Um, and by the way, uh, uh, Dawson, that is your other character. If you choose to play it at some point.
The character is a guardian.
Apparently it's something. It's some kind of canine thing. Slayer seemed to have called it a Jethian.
Whoa.
But anyways, um, Dawson, I did forget. If you do play that character, you'll have to call it some. Racially, you'll just have to call it a Karma variant.
I've been muted this whole time. Yeah, that's how I built him, and I'd like to, if he's introduced this early, play him now and send Krieg off to do her thing.
Okay, you're then at that point, you can play Krieg in another game if you like. I did have some stuff written for her this game, but it doesn't really matter. We can play it later. Um, but you're more than welcome to introduce your new character. Um, you've been assigned to Squad Deathaxe. You've been taught at Meany. You know everything that the College of Meany would teach you. As far as you know, you're just a Stormer variant, and no one knows the difference.
Very nice.
You've got all the equipment you purchased at character creation, obviously. Um,
Yeah.
this I'm gonna set you guys free in the world to do as you wish. If you have anything you want to do, otherwise, you should contact your squad members and get together. It's been several
I'll put
months.
I'll put in a call to to my new squad leader.
I don't accept phone calls.
You have to schedule the secretary.
I
I
call
mean, I
again.
have an office.
You do a corner office.
Yeah, but do I have that information?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
So I call you again.
I'll answer this time. Why are you calling me?
Hi, is this the leader of Squad Deathaxe?
Yes.
Well, I just got assigned to y'all.
Great.
Always newbies.
I will give her my office address
All
and
right.
say, and I'm just gonna be like, "This is mine. Come if
I'll
you
be,
want." And I'm gonna hang
be
up.
there in 2 shakes of my tail.
And I will also go ahead and send a message to the majority of our squad that is active at the moment and tell them to also come there. We have a new person.
All right. You all receive, except for Taz, of course. You're at your own pace at this point. Um, if you you do know that as a brand new operative, it is your job to finish at least one BPN a month. And Diamond, I'm definitely gonna, yeah, I'll get with you. I'm letting you digest.
Okay. Okay.
But but Taz, yeah, your character will be required to complete at least one job a month, as basically a freelance operative. You do have a squad that you're assigned to. If you do have any questions about how things work, just ask. But you're basically an agent for the Slay Industries government, and you're essentially an investigator for hire, as long as it's for the company.
All
Uh,
right.
to what kind of housing? Well, I'm assuming you have neutral housing. I guess I should have looked since I sent you a pre-gen. Um, let's see. At least for that character, doesn't have any kind of good housing or bad housing. So, your character would have normal housing in oh gosh, what's that going to be? Lower downtown too, I believe, which is pretty bad. Pretty well. It's not the worst place to live. You live in this giant conical, uh, just labyrinthine city. Uh, you don't see daylight from your house. If you step out of your apartment, your apartment's probably 10 stories high. There's probably several hundred people that live there with you. It looks like every other apartment in the sector. Um, they're just mass produced. And typically the lower floor of all these apartments is like shops and stuff. Very few people have cars, but there's a lot of foot traffic. You don't live in the worst part of the city, but you do start the game with one D3 giant cockroaches in your apartment, and some people use those as last day's rations. You are expected to pay rent every downtime, which is going to be 100 credits, which is actually kind of a lot of money. It's about $1,000, but the jobs you get should pay for that as long as you do well. But you've heard plenty of horror stories of operatives taking bad jobs and getting kicked out of the company to go live, in the alleyways and in the sewers, like because you look around outside your building and there are plenty of people living in cardboard housing in the alleyways. Lots of people living on the streets, and the water dripping from the ceiling is not rain; it's sludge from the levels above.
Oh, yay.
Very nasty.
It is kind of nasty to live in lower downtown too, or inner downtown too. I'm sorry, not lower downtown too,
The
inner downtown.
peasantry.
It would be the cheap seats, but not as bad as it gets. So yes, you are free to contact, or if you want to wander around your neighborhood and get mugged, feel free. The world of Slay Industries is not a nice place. Also, if you do have enough money, you could buy transportation, but at the start of the game, you do not have any kind of transportation except for public transportation, which consists of buses, taxis, Uber, Uber-like things, um, walking, and there's these things called shift blocks, and it's basically an elevator between levels of the city, and they're cheap. They're super super cheap, and they're used for mass cargo and mass civilian transit. But they're very very slow and cumbersome. There's also a number of trains, gauze trains, um, like I said, subways, stuff like that. Any accoutrements that a normal city would have.
Okay. All right.
If you need a few moments to chew on that, I'll pop over to Diamond.
You give me a moment to
Okay.
get my bearings.
Hey, Diamond.
Yeah.
So when they kick you out of that unmarked building in Central, that probably that black pyramid building in the center of Central, um, you do notice that something has changed as far as your security clearance. Um, you have 3 more points of security clearance.
3 more points.
Yep, SCL +3.
Damn.
God
Like
damn,
not point
Diamond.
three plus 3.
+3.
Okay. So I was at a 9.3
Yeah.
B.
So now you're at a 6.3.
No. It's gonna be. Let's see. It goes 10A. So what were you at?
I was at a 9.3 B.
9. Okay, B. So that puts you at 8, 8A, 8B.
8B.
Yeah.
8B.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if that makes you the best in the group, but it's pretty significant.
Probably.
I think Drew is 8B.
No, that'd
Apparently, he
be
cheated the system.
no. I'm only a 8.9.
Is that including the 1 point we got from the last?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm not trying to smack your SCL, Drew. He just has something special going on.
But,
No, my SCL dick.
That's what happens. You too can suffer unspeakable torture.
you want PTSD, kids?
Ball torture.
But
Oh.
Diamond, while everyone is digesting, this is the first bit of freedom your character's had in some time. If you choose to go directly to the party, I'm gonna say it's been 3 months. But if you have some stuff you want to do downtime wise, I'll say that you got out in time to do that. Sounds
I
good, Cody.
just wanted to do some
Thank you.
XP spending.
Okay, what would you like to spend XP on?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me get my bearings about me, I guess. Can I go ahead and start getting things in my head what I want to get, and then get back with you in just a minute when you start running through everybody else's stuff?
Yes. In the
Okay.
meantime, I'm gonna fuck with Drew a little bit. Drew,
Oi.
because it's never over. Um,
Why?
um,
Is he, is
huh?
he gonna at least get a courtesy lick before you fuck him?
I mean,
Probably not.
you gotta give him the courtesy of the reach around. Let's see. Drew, I will say over the last 3 months, despite the horrors that all of your characters suffered at the end of the last mission, um, and by the way, all of you were given a cover story that you were out there participating in the combat action against in Operation King Vulture. Y'all should just remember that you participated in the combat action of King Vulture. But anyways, Drew, you've been seeing and hearing weird things, and maybe you thought you were developing the dream demons, but you're not sure it's that. But I'm sure that all of them say that. Um,
Not me.
you have noticed on several occasions that you feel like someone's standing behind you or standing near you. You turn around and there's no one there. As the weeks progressed by, the lingering feeling wouldn't go away, but but you started to notice that there was a figure just at the edge of your vision every time sometimes you would look and you would see the figure. You notice at some point the figure didn't disappear when you looked at it, and it looks just like Malaise, kind of a ghostly malaise. The leader of the Beauty and the Beast squads, the Ebon, that died on the mission.
Mhm.
Sneezy.
And just for weeks, just kind of a ghostly apparition that seems to be haunting you. Um, and this morning, she was sitting near your bed, doesn't seem to be paying attention to you, and she's talking to herself over and over again. And and she says something, and I want you to make a concentration check, DC 10, to see if you can remember what she says.
Sneezy, Brandon.
All right. Great concentration.
Yep.
I got a 9.
Ouch. Sucks for you. Like a 9 on the dice, or a total of a 9?
Total of a 9.
Ouch. Yeah, I'm not giving it to you. Fuck
4 on
off.
the dice. Bitch.
Sucks to suck, Drew.
Yep,
Bitch.
it's true. You could be like Dawson's character and never fail a detect check.
Very true.
All right. Now
Jameson needed.
I've got a number of characters who probably need to catch up. If anybody wants to be the volunteer tomato, um, go ahead.
I like tomatoes.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Dawson, with your new character whose name is
His name is he goes by Odysseus.
Odysseus. Okay.
Odysseus or
Named by your
Odysseus?
creators at Stormer at Karma Labs. I no doubt.
Yep. A prodigal beacon. Uh,
By the way,
so
you will recognize Diamond's character. You were part of that scene. You were just told never to speak of it.
fair.
Am I going to? Am I going to recognize his character?
Oh, for sure.
Oh.
Very much so.
Just-
So before we do anything, Brandon, the
Yes.
first thing I should probably start with is he hearing anything specific to that one thing I sent you? He has.
I mean, the carrying hockey axe.
No, is he hearing anything from that
Here.
from those little voices in his head?
I thought that. Okay, I think that's Krieg, man. I think we're talking
No,
about the.
because he has delusions for that one thing.
Oh, Hold on. Channel 3 for just a moment. Remind me. It's been a while. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Remind me
so
of your delusion.
he he has the delusions because when we were building him, we built him even though he was a product of Slay. He would have the mindset. He would have a lingering piece of one of those deities that the Jeth worship that would whisper him to
Oh,
do
I got
something.
you.
And what delusions is that you tell there's a time at any point during a session where you could just tell him to do something and he does it regardless of what
Okay.
you
I
know.
will work with you on that. I totally forgot. It's been weeks.
Yeah,
So
I
all
just
right.
wanted to ask before I got started, just in
No, and
case.
if you have something you want to do, you just go ahead and do it. Just role play as
Okay.
you like. All right.
Alrighty. I just
Channel 2.
wanted to ask before I did.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Never gonna change.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We're back. Sorry about that.
So
Who
he's
said y'all
just
could come back? Go away.
no.
Wow.
The world of
He's
Slay.
gonna Odysseus is just gonna go over the little dossiers that he has and eventually try to get in contact with whoever he's supposed to get started to make his place.
Now you could call anyone you want, but you do have the squad leader's name and number.
So would I recognize Diamond's character's name?
No, not at all.
Okay.
The name Sputnik has no meaning to you.
Then he's
Clear
just
me.
going to call try to attempt to call the squad leader and ask for what his instructions are.
636.
Do I have to answer?
Only
Yeah,
if you want to.
Yeah,
Fine.
a random number.
I'll
It could be
answer the phone.
I appreciate it.
uh, Greetings. Is this the leader of Squad Deathaxe?
Yes, is this the English Pride Parade?
For some reason, I think
They
your character
warned.
is Beerus right now.
Oh, fuck.
Beerus!
But go ahead, sorry.
They warned me of your sense of humor before I was placed in the team. No, I am one of your new associates. I'm looking for what needs to be done. Where, if there is any place I should be meeting any of you.
Well, you can meet us at this location. Farewell. I
Cheerio.
will hang up.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, chap.
Right then.
It's all very British now.
Right then.
And I want it to
Yeah.
be known, my character is assuming he's fucking with me.
Yeah,
Just
I
full
figure.
on.
I
Like,
figure.
Fair. I kind of just picked the first accent that came to my head for a deep voice character.
And
in
it just
British, which was it?
and
Yeah, it was the first one. It was that or Russian.
Like
you could
I
have
would
done
have
Russian.
preferred
No,
Russian.
it works. It works. I like it. Let's go with it.
Reminds me of Nicodemus from the Dresden books.
Okay, anyways, let's continue on.
There will be Easter eggs.
Yes.
So, yes. All right. So you guys, I believe everybody has the location. Taz, did you ever decide to call and catch up, or did you call? I forget.
Not yet.
I have not called yet.
Okay.
He was rummaging through all of his different files just to try to get the correct number.
I will say it is a labyrinthine amount of paperwork what they give you, and you feel pity possibly on the other operatives who are not so investigators, bureaucrats, because the close combat guys and the some of the stormers aren't very smart. Some of them can't even read, and they've got this mountain of paperwork, and the company expects them to be able to file it properly and you know deal with it.
I hope Taz's neighborhood is in the same garbage pickup as Drew's.
With that being said,
Yeah.
your character is standing somewhere with a little black umbrella with sludge raining down from the area above, unless you want to be at your apartment or say you're visiting your apartment for the first time since you graduated.
Uh, Most likely, I'm going to visit my apartment first.
Okay. Let's see. Give me you know what? There is you must have lucked out. There is something called a Big Smile Burger. Uh, and they're on the lowest floor of your building. It's a shop of a major fast food chain, Big Smile Burger, and they also happen to have the Big Kahuna Burger and the Royale with cheese for sale.
Hog.
Say what again? Oh, sorry.
A Royale with cheese?
A
You gotta be
Royale with
joshing.
cheese. I'm sorry. Too
Yeah.
many Pulp Fiction references. Say what again?
Say what again?
Alright. Well, now that he knows that this is here, he is just going to try to call the squad leader that he was assigned to.
Okay.
God damn it.
Banana phone.
You signed up for this, Cody.
Yeah.
You're the one who signed up for it.
It could have been Drew. Or
Could have
Spencer.
been.
Don't worry about it, Drew. We know
Cody,
you
you get a
sent it.
call.
Sorry, my mic cut out. So, yeah.
Ring ring banana phone.
Answer the call.
Hello, is this the leader of Squad Deathaxe?
Why, yes, it is.
Sorry.
Of course.
You want
I am
some
a-
blood.
I am one of the new people that were assigned to your squad.
Another one.
Yes, another one.
Terrible, terrible.
Where do you want me to meet you?
Oh, you can meet me at this location. Bye.
Alright. And I hang up.
All right. Cody gives you an address, or Rooney gives you an address that's, I think that's going to be a Suburbia 3 at this point. Um, no,
I
it's
don't know.
house.
You
No,
said it's
you're on.
my house.
Yeah, you're.
Is
Wait, you're going. You sent them to your office, so that's going to be
yes.
somewhere outside Central. I haven't decided yet, but maybe Suburbia 3. We'll probably say. You haven't quite hit the top yet, but you're getting closer. By leaps and bounds.
Yo.
By leaps and bounds. Um,
I keep getting random shit. I don't know what to tell you.
Cody, I'm just throwing it at you, man. It's just good for roleplay. What can I say? Um,
And I swear to God, I'm putting this out right now, and I'm gonna send this in a text message. If anyone touches my fucking TV, I'm gonna cut you.
Steal his TV.
You
Steal it.
got it.
all right.
Steal it.
And
So,
I will text Diamond privately and say you were to stand in front of the TV and make sure no one touches it.
okay.
Right.
So, Cody, I will say very specifically, there is a restaurant near your building that people have been raving about. It's called The Court. You haven't been in it yet, but it's pretty fancy, and you may have wanted to go. All the rich snobby people are going there these days.
Might be something we have to work up to because I don't know exactly how much it's gonna cost.
Yeah, just to say.
And unfortunately, there are a lot of broke newbies, and
Yeah,
I ain't covering it.
yeah, it's a thing. All right. So, with that much ado, after at least 2 hours has passed, everybody is able to. Well, okay. Let me establish Taz. How are you going to get roughly, probably I don't know. It could be up to 80 miles, of various distance to get up to where he's at. You can use public bus. You can use trains. You
The
you
memories.
could cut a lot of time off your distance, but it costs you some money if you took an Uber, which we'll just call it a taxi. It's just taxis. Um,
The memories
Otherwise, you
of
can
the
show up like
public
a plebeian
transportation.
on foot.
Uh, I'll try my best to go on foot.
If it's 80 miles and you're going on foot, it could be days.
Nah,
Yeah.
I was
Now,
just
You're not.
joking
now,
You
about
should
that.
take the
yeah, I was gonna say
bus.
public
I
transport,
was
the
again, I
public
was
bus.
joking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You
Public
should take
bus
the
is like two
bus.
credits. It's not really much, and it's good for the whole day. It's slow.
And there's a bunch of weird people in there. I think I can't remember some of the people Krieg met on the first day when she had to ride the
If you
bus.
want a taxi, it's gonna be 10 credits, and that's the equivalent of $100.
Damn,
Uh,
taxi is a lucrative business and more.
Yep. And since they don't use gasoline, I guess they don't have to pay much for their, fission
Hey,
batteries, a la Fallout.
children's souls.
It runs on unkind feelings. They run on road rage.
uh,
Krieg can make a hell of a living doing that.
uh, I guess I'll take the bus. I don't really care as long as I get there.
I'm just trying to establish how you like to travel. Um, okay. It'll take you a little while. It won't be the fastest way. Brenna, how do you get there? Brenna,
Sorry, I turned my mic off.
you're fine.
Public transport.
Okay, so you're 2 credits. And then anybody else traveling quite a distance? Uh, um, Dawson. Um, yeah, how did your character get there?
Uh,
You didn't take good
he's
housing
gonna.
or anything, did you?
Yeah, he's got housing one.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're in like inner downtown one or something.
How long is it as a walk?
That's still a substantial walk. Um,
Then he shall take the bus.
okay. So everybody's taking the bus to get to this meeting at the high-rise office. All right, they all get there eventually. Cody, much tapping of your foot later. Um, Drew, are you going to make the meeting
What?
at
Uh,
Cody's? Just say
yes.
yes. All right. Y'all are all there. Y'all get to the corporate headquarters of ABC Marketing, and a receptionist will show you your way to Cody's office, which is decorated in mahogany, unless he chooses to change it.
I could care less, so I'll let you have
There's
that
not
one.
a lot of trees on Mort, Cody.
Oh, then yeah, I need to be fancy. Welcome to thy office.
Anyways, yeah,
I'm gonna go
you
stand
got
in
all
front
the
of the
modern
TV.
accoutrements of a lawyer's office.
Good
You know,
job, Diamond.
huh? What do you say?
He
So I'm
said
gonna go
he's gonna go
stand
stand
in
in
front
front
of
of my
the
TV.
TV.
He wants to stand in front of a TV. Sorry, I missed it.
No, cause like, what was it? It was like the first time we were at the other place and we were using my apartment as like a base. Someone broke my damn TV, and then it turned out to be a dream or something that I had, and now
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
paranoid about someone fucking breaking my TV.
That's true.
I broke the
I mean,
TV.
they'll come and
Grips
replace it
back.
for free.
They will.
It
I
was
Grips
understand
bad
that.
aggressively.
it was during the time loop thing with the dream entities, and it was
Yeah, I was
me.
gonna say like I knew something. I just couldn't remember if it was mine
I
or not.
I broke it. But I will make sure it will not be broken this time because this is real life, not a dream.
Grips bad aggressively.
Rah.
Cody, I have a question for you about your office.
Mm,
Do you have one of those nice, like, 1950s office little mini bars with decanters of liquor?
no, I
Damn it.
only have water. Clean water.
Wow, what a cheap bitch.
It's a
No,
new
no,
off.
he said clean water.
Yeah, that's as rare as
True,
drawing
actually.
line.
Mort.
I mean, there is some fancy shit on Mort. I'm just gonna say, like if
Clean water being one of the best.
you get uptown, like they have some imported from New Paris water. I mean,
Some of that
it's
fresh
pretty.
Mort Aquafina.
Yeah, it's from another planet.
I want the Mort brand Aquafina.
Yeah, they just keep giving me nice things to keep me happy because apparently they want me.
Good someone does.
I'm gonna assume you're earning them some passive income.
I mean, I would assume so.
Yeah. If
I
Cody, if
mean,
you ever just want to say that you had a particularly bad day of like scrubbing the floor with operatives, trying to get out
and
of
I
horrible
took my anger
contracts,
out.
that's you. Remember that game when Brenna first met her ABC marketing rep, like the
Yes.
lawyer guy, and how bad she hated him. That's you.
Yeah.
That's you now. We have come full circle. You are the bad guy.
I mean, but let's face it, we all knew I was going to end up here.
Oh.
Mm,
All right, everybody's here. That being said, I will say, despite Dawson's character's armor, his character looks of no race that any of you guys know. I don't. Dawson, what armor did you pick?
Exo.
Okay, so technically you've got full helmet. Um, are you going in with your helmet on and all that shit?
I have the same armor.
Until I get to the actual office door, like Rooney's door, yeah, he'll wear his helmet. But as soon as he's in the presence of the squad leader, he'll take off his helmet to be respectful.
I was gonna say
Kind of like taking your hat
damn
off
Skippy.
indoors.
you probably expect from the way his armor is shaped that he's a carrion. Maybe not a Xeno because they don't really wear armor. But when he takes off his helmet, he is not any. He doesn't look like any particular Stormer model that you guys know of, and he doesn't look like any particular other alien race that you know of. He looks like kind of a dog person. Go ahead and describe yourself if you like.
Uh, so he stands. Unlike for so just to make it simple, I'm just going to describe him out of character as he looks to us. Unlike a carrion that's hunched over, he actually stands up straight, so he has about close to the same height as a stormer. He's pretty big built dude with his armor making him look just a little bit bigger, but he's decked out in all kinds of melee weaponry, from a slave blade to little throwing knives he has along his chest, a scythe he's shaped to look like a halberd that he keeps at his side at all times. But he's also it paints himself in all these different kinds of tribal paints. He doesn't know why he does it. From whites, reds, and blues all along his face, as far as you can tell. That's about the only place he puts it. But just in tribal markings, he puts these on here, and he isn't sure why. He just does it.
It just seems right.
Yeah, it feels correct.
Now,
Not gonna lie
I
to you,
will
the
say,
amount of gay jokes.
when you do see Sputnik's character, and it's been months probably since you've seen him, and you don't really know who he is, you feel an immediate connection to his character somehow. You don't know why. You don't. It's no
Ooh,
more clear than
Sputnik got
that.
a boyfriend.
It's no more clear than that.
Ooh.
Other than you know, there's something significant about him, and you're supposed to be here. That's about all you know.
Feels correct.
Okay.
He when he does note it's Sputnik's
Excuse
character,
me.
he'll make sure to give a one of those kind of regal bows where he stretches out his arms and lowers his head.
And Sputnik, you recognize him from your interaction with the management.
Management. Oh. I mean, I wouldn't say that my character would. Okay, so I've learned from past experiences, as awesome as our squad is, not to freak out about things that happen.
Tends to be a good idea.
Especially it involves breaking my TV.
It was a dream. It didn't happen,
Prepares to break his TV.
or did it? But so I'm not gonna have an overt reaction to noticing the character, but I will give a subtleish recognition. I don't want to cause a scene. But I'm
Run
gonna
over
go.
and hug him. Got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
a good
my
puppy.
God, where have you been?
Once.
Ay,
Oh.
ay.
No. But yeah,
Alright, so now that that is out, I'm gonna just kind of sit at my desk and be like, if you're new and you don't know anyone, please introduce yourself.
There are a number
Yeah, I
of.
was gonna say that means
There
Brenna's
are
new
3 new people,
character,
Okay.
so go ahead.
Finnegan,
Oh my God! What's
All right,
soundboard?
well, Revenge of the Soundboard. All right, well, I'm Seller. Obviously Rathan. Y'all will see if y'all look at my SCL, y'all see that I am a 9B.
It's not
a
too
little
shabby.
higher.
got a little experience there, huh?
She's not green as grass.
Have you worked in other
What was your name
groups?
again?
Seller.
Seller or Stellar?
Cellar, like a
Okay.
basement.
Okay, Seller. Gotcha.
That's where she keeps her victims.
Yes.
You just
You mean
don't know.
chicken nuggets?
By the way, I will mention the fact that all Wraithen have to wear these coolant stacks, which would be the spikes located somewhere near her jaw. Maybe unless she's got a custom job done. But they basically keep your body temperature regulated to a cool 23 degrees, I believe it is.
Intriguing.
Something like that, yeah.
Because Wraithen only like cool climates. Generally.
I mean, a lot of cool cats live in Mort, so they should be
That
fine.
is true. Halloween Jack is a real cool cat.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that was a terrible joke, but carry on.
Proceed.
Oh,
So,
yes, I'll
what
take.
team were you a part of prior to?
Oh, my prior squad, it was called Carrying the world.
Carrie?
We had a lot of carrions on the squad.
I would hope. If not, it didn't make sense. Are they dead?
Sputnik's just giggling
Um,
uncontrollably.
we had some technical problems, and I wouldn't say they're dead. But we'll figure that out eventually, I'm sure.
Horribly maimed and disfigured.
I'm just gonna kind of like look at Drew's character and be like, "Oh, geez."
They're very badly burned.
Just
We have
give
another crazy.
I look at you and just give a shrug. Go back to rifling through shit in your office.
Swear to God.
Drew, while you're
A
rifling
rat.
through shit in his office, you manage to peek out the blinds. You see that unfortunately there's a child outside the window in a Ninja Turtles t-shirt that's kind of baby blue and then some sweatpants. He's sitting there with his arms crossed and he's wearing a hat that says FBI. He can't be more than 15.
Oh no.
He's sitting there with some lawyers, but he's none of y'all's concern.
During, I thought you said we were like in a tower. Is he cleaning the window?
No. It looks as if he's seeing some counsel.
He's the office building across the way.
His FBI hat on his head.
He's just floating out there.
With a pet rat on his shoulder.
With a pet,
Oh,
he does have a
Jesus
pet rat.
Christ.
I sit
So
there and
back on top.
I stare at the hat and I wonder, I feel like that would, if I had reference for what FBI was, that would probably be a joke.
Well, we'll have to stomp those Easter eggs out though and keep back to the scene. All right, y'all keep going.
So I'm gonna point at Finnegan's character.
Right. I am Isriv. I am a Neophron, as you can see, and I'm also a freelance investigator assigned to your squad.
Freelance.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't
like,
know
if
the
I
stop.
needed you to find dirt on someone as your team leader,
I could do that.
One of those guys read
Wonderful
about
to
in the
know.
magazine. He's a dick. Yeah, a dick. Private eye. A dick. Yeah.
Dick.
He is private dick. He's good dick.
Good dick.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all need to stop. These gay jokes are getting out of hand.
Hey, there's
Not
two
even
And a
a
of
little
gay
us.
too
joke.
fruity in here. And this is
Listen,
coming
there's
from
two of you.
and this is coming from a gay guy.
There's two of you now, so we're legally obligated to have double
Fucking
the jokes.
foot in mouth. I didn't mean it.
All right, back to game.
Oh, love you, Diamond.
Foot in mouth. Carry on.
And then I'm gonna be like, okay, so are you like brand new? You just decided to join Slave for any reason?
You could say I'm new.
I mean, I could say a lot of things, but I kind of need to know.
I am new, yes.
You got dreams, kid? You got hopes?
Leave him at the door.
Especially with Drew here.
Hey.
Alright. Do you have any special skills or anything?
Aside from investigation, torture, anything that could be of use.
Love the nonchalant torture.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was
I'm
like, well, at least he's realizing the group he's in. Like,
I'm a third-year torturer, guys.
I passed torturing
My
101.
expecto patronum is better than no one else's.
Crucio, thank you.
Crucio.
I could do the unforgivable curses.
He can
Trust me,
say
in this group,
unforgivable
they're
curses.
pretty regular. They're not unforgivable. They're just regular. Well, welcome to the team. We will try to get you handled.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think you mean sorted out.
And then I'm gonna look at the oddly tall person in the room.
Oddly tall.
He'll put a fist over his chest and bow to everyone.
I thought you
My
were
name is
about to
Odi-
hail Hitler up in here.
Oh my God,
You
Cody! He
raised
just,
it. No.
just
Jesus
go there.
Christ.
All right, podcast.
Out.
My name is Odysseus. I'm here to. I was given the orders to come and serve you to whatever decree you may ask of me, whether it's beating down a door to some random person's home or slaughtering a horde of carrion. Either is fine by me. I am here to serve and here to please.
Talk fancy.
I will say, I think he's pretty for whatever he is. Don't you have good looks?
Yep, I have attractive too.
Yeah, he's pretty.
This is gonna get good.
I mean, if you
Oh no.
like dog
Haven't you
boys,
learned? Haven't you learned your
Oh
mistake from diving into
no,
other
don't
characters?
fuel that community, Brandon.
just contact Dawson at.
Wait, so I do want to know, like,
Listen, the
does he
squad has
actually look like a dog?
I'm gonna
Yes.
post a picture of his racial type.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I just want to ask and be like, do we need to get you a collar?
That's Gee,
Does
Okay.
get lost,
All
please
right.
contact?
all right, I may have to take back what I said and rephrase it a little bit. He's not here to serve those kinds of needs.
He's
Nope,
not a
already
service
said it.
top.
It's already out there.
He's here to
Listen,
He's
make
not a
Listen.
service
requests.
top, guys. Calm down.
listen,
He's in the
Dawson.
service industry.
We've picked up a bird, a cat, and a dog. We're already going to be very popular at those conventions.
Who's the cat?
Oh, no.
I mean,
The
through and
rat
through.
I'm a
Right.
Wraithen. I'm a Wraithian.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
I have posted a picture of Dawson's race in the chat.
Bro, that's Anubis.
It is.
Yeah,
It is
that's
Anubis, isn't it?
Anubis.
But Anubis was the humanoid with the dog head, or a jackal
This
head.
is just a full dog.
Jackal head. Sorry.
They even got paws on their feet.
No, I like was being serious though. Like, do we need to get you a collar in case you get lost? Like,
Uh,
do we
I
need to
do
buy
not
squeaky
require
toys?
that
Like,
kind of track. I assure you, I do not require that kind of tracking. Thanks.
I just wanted to make sure. Like, I've never owned a pet, so
I mean, are there leash laws on Mort?
that's a good question.
I don't know.
Oh.
God, are there leash laws on Mort?
I'm
Oh,
just
hey,
gonna yell from the corner.
Yes, Sputnik
No.
just yells
Hey,
at the ceiling.
Dawson. If anyone ever asks, you're a Stormer 880.
Stormer 880, got it.
Yep.
I'm just gonna when he yells God is this I'm just gonna yell from the corner, like covering my mouth. No, there's no laws.
Visibly
They can
shaken.
pet the service dog if they want to.
Oh God.
Well, reality,
Your
like I'm
ass,
messing with
please.
Diamond. Like that's what that is. It just kind of coincided.
You bet your ass.
But
I'm
anyway,
petting the service dog.
okay, so outside of that, I guess we could do a quick little run through of us if y'all so desire.
Of course.
Seems like it'd be a good idea.
I'm Rooney. I'm the crazy Eben that occasionally likes to blow things up, but also is kind of a makeshift attorney now.
Harvey Birdman.
If you get into trouble, I'm the one you want to call. And if you don't call me and I have to bail you out, I will have someone stab you and then have Drew heal you to stab you again.
Call Rooney.
Stab him a third time just to be sure.
That's only if you really pissed me off. And then I'm gonna point at Drew.
Look up from whatever trinkets I'm rifling around in. What?
Introduce yourself.
The space cadet.
I look at you like deadpan in the face. Rooney, we've met before.
The new people need to know who you are.
I can feel Rooney's blood pressure rising.
Yes. Yes.
I look to the other ones. I'm Animus. Don't die. Pleasure to meet you.
Please.
Hey, Drew, while you're
I'll
standing
cover
there,
you
you
with
feel someone next to
fire.
you that you might want to introduce. You might want to, but when you look, they're not there.
No, fuck it. I gesture to the empty space beside me. And this is my friend. She sigh.
I have no idea about this, and I'm just gonna look and then notice no one's there and just like face palm and be like, "God damn."
Odysseus is going to tilt his head and kind of lightly point and go, is he always like that?
I'm
Brenna,
gonna get.
Brenna, make a detect check.
He's our medic.
Difficulty
Uh,
10. Just Brenna.
Can I roll detect?
Nope.
I'm gonna give
Yeah.
Animus. I'm gonna give
Fuck you.
Animus a knowing smile. I'm like, all right, you keep your secrets.
You said a difficulty
You
Fine.
what?
do,
Keep
you
your
Oh,
secrets.
never
buddy.
mind. Nope, I immediately fail.
Okay.
Fine. Keep
Don't
your
worry about it.
secrets.
It's all good.
If only Krieg was here to make that detect check with her dog.
So, anyways, has everyone been
I
properly introduced?
no.
So-
Then I'm gonna point and be like, "The one guarding the TV, please introduce yourself."
Hey, I'm Sputnik. I'm the residential heavy weapon expert.
Is there any questions the new people have for us?
How to validate parking, all that good stuff.
I
They all
look
rode
back
the
up from
bus.
I'm
shit
not
that I was
electrified.
rifling through, and I go, "Yeah, I got a question." I turn to Diamond or Sputnik. Where the fuck have you been?
He's been right there.
and he's been standing right at the TV.
I will endorse Brenna's saying of he's been right there and just point is like he's been there.
Prior to this,
I must stand straight up with what I can only describe as a static look in my eye and say, "Re-education." No, no.
There is no war in Bossing say.
Tiananmen Square didn't happen.
Oh no.
Oh God!
Oh no! Well,
Oh
you
my
just cost
God.
Brandon a whole bunch of viewers in China.
Damn it.
Damn.
No, no, no,
I
no,
think
no.
half of our viewers are American, the other half are English.
Shit.
Either way,
Interesting
continue
enough.
on.
I walk over to you, Diamond, or walk over to Sputnik and like look at the your badge on your chest to make sure I'm seeing it right. And what the fuck have you been up to?
I'm
Noting
gonna
your
kinda.
STL.
I
Huh?
really, really wish I could tell you, but I can tell you that it will not jeopardize my devotion to the squad.
Aw.
I would like to get up and walk over and look him dead in his eyes and go, "Are you seriously not gonna tell me?"
I don't know if I can. Out of character. I don't know if I can.
Out of character would tell you, you are privy to a lot of information that could get a lot of people murdered.
Yeah.
Black bagged and murdered. You would have been briefed to not discuss any of your conversations with any of the upper management or any of their people with any of your people.
I'll just be open and honest. Just
So
tell Rooney and tell Animus, like, I'm sorry, if I could tell you, I would, but I can again assure you it has zero. It
hey,
will not affect, huh?
so we haven't been like mind wiped or anything. We do remember the
No.
scene with
Yeah, y'all are good. I will say the only thing is that you have all been issued cover stories for what you did during
Mhm.
the season finale. Like during the Platinum BPN, you guys were given a cover story that you guys were assisting with Operation. Oh my gosh, um,
King Buzzard,
King Vulture.
King Vulture, King Vulture.
Y'all were assisting with Operation King Vulture, which, if you guys have seen the news, it's been a resounding defeat of the Slave forces in Cannibal Sector 1, by the way. It is a mess out there right now.
When is it not?
It's
So,
been better.
so Brandon,
I think I
out
can.
of
Oh, sorry.
out of character question, is Odysseus does he have the same restrictions to mentioning stuff that Diamond does?
Absolutely. Any conversations that you were privy to with upper management are strictly confidential. And
Not
you've
that
been
part, but mentioning that he was at the play the same place he was.
where Sputnik was.
Yeah.
So very specifically, that incident, they told you that could cost you your position in the company. Discussing that.
Okay.
So I like put my hand on Sputnik's shoulder and look. We disappeared. You disappeared after Slayer pointed you out. Be honest with me. He made you his personal sex slave, didn't he?
Oh my god.
I'm so glad this room's not bugged, right? Oh.
Boy,
Oh,
I'm just gonna look
So
at
what you
every
like?
you
look in
got to
every
experience why
corner
they call
of.
him Mr. Slayer.
I'm gonna look in every corner of the room like
Do you
he
call him
was
Daddy?
wonderful. I can't say anything bad.
Oh.
So
All
the sex was that good,
hail
huh?
King Slayer.
Animus is
Oh,
jealous. That's what it
all
Oh
hail
my God.
Plankton.
I mean, that's probably a good paying gig, so I am jealous.
is.
Jig.
So
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
gosh.
walk back
The
over.
only thing I can say is that I got pulled to operate further, and that's all I
On
can
his
say.
dick.
You really stretching
Oh
the boundary,
boy!
ain't you?
I'm
Wow.
gonna walk back over to my desk and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna look at Sputnik and go, is this going to cause a problem for us in the future?
I will answer to the knowledge
Yes.
I have right now. No.
Yes.
Given your SCL, it actually puts y'all the possibility of taking some better paying jobs.
Well, I just want to know if it causes issue. Like, if it's gonna bring us into a drama situation or some shit like that.
He
If
might
he
be.
answered no, cool.
Let's see.
I
We
mean,
I
don't need
can
to know
give
until
you
you can tell us.
I can give you my word that I won't let it come to that. If it comes to a situation where it's going to put my squad in danger, I will handle it myself.
just to
Good.
say,
Always protect the TV.
there's a lot of information that y'all's squad might be privy to that a green operative at SCL 10 might get penalized for learning.
Yeah.
And y'all been on some missions that y'all might not need to disclose the details to said green squad members
Oh
or
shit!
people that
Okay,
weren't
yeah,
there.
true, true. Yeah, true.
These things must
One
remain
of you to
secret.
just clear your throat and be like, we're still here. Because
Uh,
clearly we forgot.
They are
are
talking about some serious shit, or they're not.
are you do realize you still have 3 newbies here, right?
No, we honestly forgot y'all existed. Um,
Sorry.
I'm gonna call my secretary and have her bring me the papers. These are papers I need y'all to sign.
Are these NDAs?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Realistically, it's their part of the ABC contract saying that
Oh
once they
yeah,
get
yeah,
to
yeah,
a certain
for sure,
level,
for sure. Yeah, and once they sign in, their squad Deathaxe, they're part of the sponsorship.
yep. So that's why I wanted to get them to do that.
Free money.
Good thinking. Good.
Free
I
money.
know it's almost like I was born to be a bureaucrat or some shit. um, so I'm just gonna hand it to them, and I realistically, Diamond and Drew, y'all need to sign it as well. Because when I signed that contract, I'm the only one that signed it.
All right, get that squared away.
And this will also allow for y'all to start receiving the benefits of the contract.
What are the benefits of the contract?
The benefits of the contract are once you receive a certain SCL level, which is, I think,
9.
9 and above, you will get a sponsorship put on your armor. And that's it.
They get paid monthly.
Yeah, and
Or
you get paid
no time.
monthly enough to cover your
I think
rent.
it's 50 credits. It's 50 credits for them. I think it's more for you.
It is more for me,
Yeah.
but yeah,
You get 50
it's
credits of
50
downtime
for them, 100 for me.
just for having their company name on your armor.
Yes. And there are no requirements. Y'all do not have to attend interviews or anything like that. I
Cody
literally
attends a
got y'all a
fancy
sweetheart
office.
deal.
She'll kind of like look at it a little bit. I don't know, but okay, she'll sign it.
When I see her face do that, I'm just gonna be like, look, they really wanted me, and I told them it was a package deal, so they gave y'all a deal.
It's all the biddies.
I
So,
mean, she'll sign.
Odysseus doesn't even read the paper. He was told to sign it, so he just immediately turns where it says "sign here" and signs.
Okay. And I
I'm just
believe
gonna look at him and be like, I can tell you're gonna be a good puppy.
Okay.
I would request that you do not refer to me that way, please.
Can we call you Spot?
God.
Do not have any spots.
Can we paint spots on your armor?
It is against my tradition.
Well, you're wearing face paint. Can you put a spot on your face?
If it is a command, possibly.
Listen,
We'll
now's
talk
the
about
time
it
to
later.
kill him before you get too attached.
We'll talk about it later.
Is going to be
Details.
signing the paper while also trying to hold back laughter from hearing this conversation.
I mean, technically, my character is supposed to be a little crazy, so.
I will
We're all
say,
mad here.
I think at this
Part-
point,
just
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 signing
to
his
cover
soul
one of the
away.
details. Basically, you could anytime within a week, you guys can show up, and there's an armor signing place, and they'll basically do all the work for you. You just show up. So
all right, done and done.
So, has everyone signed it? Yeah?
Yes.
Driz, did you sign
Indeed.
it?
Yes.
Good. I'm gonna maniacally laugh and be like, "Ha, you've all signed your souls." But anyway.
Joke's on you for assuming I have one.
So,
Oh, I already knew I was. Oh, I already knew I was selling my soul away.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we sold our souls away to Slay
Like, y'all
when
took the
we
fun out of
went to
this.
May.
Y'all suck. So, as the next thing,
if
we
I have
need to
taken the
figure out
fun, I shall return it.
we need to figure out what y'all would like to do. If y'all would like to go do a good PPN, do y'all want to continue to see what's going down? I know the new guys, y'all have no real experience other than some. So, we like to group consensus, not group force. That sounded bad.
Well,
I mean, I suppose unless anybody has any immediate business to take care of, we could go pick up an BPN.
I talk to the corner again and be like, so what should we do?
make a
Face
concentration
palm
roll,
once
Drew.
again.
13.
Drew, when you speak to the corner like that, and you're not really, I mean, maybe you are expecting a response. Um, you hear just some kind of this woman's voice, just kind of a little jittery, a little panicked, saying, "Was it horrified of the carnage? Was it just scared to die?" And then it just you never hear, you just can't hear, it just kind of goes away.
Can I try another detect roll to see if?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
I look at
Okay.
the group as if like everyone saw that and was just like, sorry, she's a little frazzled.
It's a she.
It's a
Ooh.
she.
What's the difficulty?
10.
10.
More
What's
than you
that?
got.
Yeah.
Not all of us can find physical connection, I
Yep.
suppose.
No.
Sorry,
Making love to
Brenna.
a spirit is a new one,
Did
though.
you make a 7?
Oh wait. Oh wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Man, I know you got a 2
All
in
right.
detect. So it just depends on your other stat that's relevant. What's
Hmm.
detect? Concentration?
I would have on this one. On my success, I would have gotten a 7.
I'll,
Yes, it's a
I'll tell
2.
you what, Brenna. Is it just
Mhm.
if the DC was a 7, would you have got it?
Yes, I would have gotten two successes.
Brenna, like when Drew looks over, uh, you just kind of get that what would we call it? You sense
Hmm.
Drew's actually looking at something M related. There's something there, or at least there was something there. It's gone now.
She's not gonna react at all. She's just gonna
It's either
note
he's
it.
either he's doing something or there's something going on weird.
Drew,
I'm
so
gonna kind of make a mental note.
He might just
What
be
the fuck?
fucking with y'all.
Miss Riv is just going to lean over to Odysseus and be like, I'm not sure if this is going to be a problem here.
I am not here to question. I'm here to serve.
Question:
Yes.
Am I going to realize from my past experience of seeing the Ooga Boogas anything like any of Drew's behavior?
Uh, nothing. Seems besides it being just creepy in of itself, it doesn't seem related to anything you've been through.
I love the
I
fact
Other
that
than the
he just
fact
called
that
you
most of
creepy.
your squad members have some kind of trauma
yeah, okay.
from
I
living on
would
fucking Mort.
yeah. I didn't mean to like try to group it together in the
No,
same. I
no, you're
just meant
good.
like similar in the way that possibly my character was acting whenever I was seeing the
Playing with the boogie woogies.
that one.
Anyways, so after I finish face palming from Drew, um,
He's
I'm
less
gonna be like,
stable than he
well, if
was.
that's the case, why don't we go ahead
Oh,
and
it's
try to
stable?
get a BPM?
Drew's now playing a Malkavian.
Yeah.
When is he not playing a Malkavian?
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. I interrupted. What were y'all gonna do, Cody?
We're gonna go to get a BPM.
Okay. Y'all pass outside, and I'll say while y'all discuss whether you're going to go to Central or the Suburbia 3 BPN Hall. You could go to Slayer's Crib, which is where every first BPN should come from. Um, you know, uh, when you guys walk outside, you do notice something a little weird outside your law office of ABC. Um, Across the street, parked in front of this really nice looking food restaurant called The Court. Um, there's a Volkswagen Beetle. It's blue colored. It's got a red hood, and it's got mismatched colored doors. But other than that, it doesn't really stand out. Other than the fact that it's a cheap ass looking Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh god.
Is there a
Oh
game warden in there?
no. No, I
It's
know what
d-
that is.
the cla- the car does not fit the neighborhood, to say the least.
In the distance, you hear Forzari.
All the Easter eggs. Stop it! No. All right.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm saying again. Sorry.
It's an inside joke for people who read the Dresden Files. You're welcome.
Anyway, we'll go to Suburbia 3.
All right. Y'all go to the BPN Hall on this level, which is actually pretty damn exclusive. I mean, if y'all were to go to Slayer's Crib in Mort Central, like that's the least exclusive place to get a BPN. Um, but what y'all find is y'all aren't the y'all aren't the lowest S or the highest SCL in here, the best. But y'all definitely aren't the worst. The lines are not terribly long here. Um, and who's gonna stay in line and who's gonna go out and do something else useful?
I'm gonna be in line.
Yeah, Cody, you've been here. You've done this. This is your bread and butter. Give me an admin roll. I just want to see how this goes for you. I'm gonna say the difficulty is gonna be 10. I'm gonna cut to the quick of it because you've done this before, and since y'all aren't making Taz go through the line,
Okay, hold
just
on.
just to troll the shit out of him.
What's my DC?
10.
So I have a +8.
Okay. You can still botch it.
So,
You can botch this.
well, I rolled a 9 on my plus fail, so that one I'm good. And then my lowest is a 2, so that would be
Perhaps
4
perhaps
success.
epic success.
That's
Okay.
everything passed, and all 6 dice.
So, and you guys know how epic, how difficult this normally is. Literally, Cody, like you go in, somebody notices who you are, because epic success, and they literally like take you to they open up another line and let you straight in. Like you've never been through the line at this expediency. One moment.
Say one moment.
Uh, I can give you those costs for that. I will give it to you after game, and we can say you spend it for downtime if you like. Someone was
Okay,
asking me
something
a
completely
question.
different. So what I'm
Um,
gonna do is I will follow the person, but I'm gonna take all the new people with me.
okay, yeah. So basically, like y'all do see like there's a line for the normal people, and it takes even the regular operatives on Suburbia 3 like a couple hours, maybe 2 hours to get through these lines. Y'all just literally are in there for about 15 minutes. Before you get up to see the blue suited, gold striped BPN officer. He's a young man. He's pretty short, balding, but looks like he's got his mind to the task. And he says, "Sir, can I see your badge?"
I will slide him my badge.
And he runs it through the system. He says, "Well, and how was your day today, sir?"
Quite well. And
He says,
yourself?
"Would you like a complimentary New Parisian water?" He uh,
Yes.
he he opens the little mini fridge behind him and he hands you a New Parisian water. The
That's sick.
finest water you can get off Mort. Um, and you sit back and relax, and he says, "Oh, okay. Looks like you got lucky, sir. We have a yellow that just came in. Looks like it's right up your squad's alley. Um, so it says, all right. So yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't have a prop for this one. It says retrieve the expedition team and any mission sensitive supplies on planet Cradle in the Ara system. Transportation available. Personnel list available. SCL. The SCL bonus is zero point 0.4. Is credits per op is 350. Package any.
And transportation provided, meaning we just tell them we'll accept it and they get us there and back?
There will be arrangements made for your transportation.
There and back.
It doesn't specify at this point. And he's not. This is not him talking to you. That's just a VPN that he's printed out and
Yes.
handed to you. He said, "That looks like a pretty sweet deal, my friend. You must
Yes.
know people."
I know many people. Looks like it'd be a good first quest. Let's go ahead.
It's a lot of pay.
Especially considering I think the first BPM we took literally was like 350 split between 8 people.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm giving y'all too much money. Whatever.
Trust me, you take it too, so it's cool.
It's all right. So anyways, Cody, do you sign your squad up for this off-world mission?
Yes, we will accept the off-world mission.
Nice. All right, he registers y'all for it. Um, he also prints out a couple more pieces of information for you. One of them, it's a personnel list. Um, And these are apparently the expedition team members that it mentions. It says Engineer Lenny, Specialist Walsh, and Researcher Travis.
Do I know any of these individuals?
Those names are not familiar to you in the least.
Okay.
There's I would say there's a picture IDs for each of them. Um, and that's about all you've got.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and so they do give you all the full details of the mission, and it does say transport available. To specify scene 0. Let me check that out. It says operatives are to report to Mort Central Starport. There is a ship there called the Dark Horizon bound for the Outer Rim, and you guys can basically tell them within the next 7 days, you guys can make arrangements to leave planet.
Wonderful.
You guys may or may not want to do research before you leave or not. I don't care. Or make preparations for going off world.
Yes. I will go ahead and quote unquote get packed up so that we are ready to leave the BPN hall.
Okay.
Um,
Y'all don't
and
often get
then
off-world missions, so.
no,
I've never gotten one.
Oh, nice. Glad
this is my
glad to give you
first as
something
well.
new.
Not my first.
As this character it is, mofo. Well, I guess
As
not.
you know of.
Well, I corrected myself, lady. So anyway, yes, with that, I'll go outside and take the new people and explain this is if I had sent y'all here on your own, it would have been a much different situation. You would have been at the back of that line getting bullied.
Yeah, y'all gonna be the
And probably
cannibal
been in
sector.
the yeah, and probably would have been in the sewer or somewhere disgusting. So just understand you're getting benefits. And then I will explain the BPN to the entire group and ask if they need any preparations.
I would definitely say that if you're going off-world, you might want to prepare yourself somehow.
Simon, Drew.
While y'all
I
guys
don't
are
use
sitting
ammo.
there, there's a television broadcast, and it says
Oh,
0 to hero. It's so nice to see a downtown local stand up for what's right and just. Frank Hinkenbottom, a painter and plasterer by trade, was not going to sit back and let the sleaze run the streets. He was going to stare danger in the face and immediately report the crime to the local sugar authorities. Frank was present and witnessed the horrors unfolding at Sortafish Takeaway in the bustling heart of Sector 34. The Purple Skulls cognate were hacking their way through the staff and customers of Sortafish on Thursday evening of last week. Frank, who was on his way home from a hard day's work, was about to head into the establishment for his customary single Sortafish and 2 mogatata fritters with brown sauce when he saw Shadow Swipe behind the counter, stabbing one of the service girls to her left eye. Immediately, he rushed to a payphone, and a red VPN was issued to deal with the hateful Purple Skulls. What the fuck? It was just a random advertisement on television. It's just news broadcast.
Damn people.
This broadcast is brought to you by Slasher Magazine.
Our enemy. What were you saying, Drew?
No, I was just saying, look, man, I don't use ammo. I don't know what you want.
Well, I've never been off world, so
well,
I mean,
yeah, I
do
guess
people
I would get
need
stocked up.
ammo? People
Yeah,
need
but I
ammo.
guess I would get stocked up on ammo. And
I mean,
let us prepare.
you guys could do some
And
research if you liked. Hint, hint, nudge,
Yeah, I
well,
wink,
do
wink,
want
wink.
to. Yeah, I do want to do some research on.
yeah, I was gonna say let us everyone prepare. I also was gonna do some research, see if I could figure anything out.
Okay.
and we'll meet at my house. We'll say in a day or two.
Sounds like a job for an investigator, even.
Smile.
Whoa.
I mean, when he says these things, you got to remember we don't hear him, so you have to make sure to chime up.
So, Animus is gonna say, knowing this group's track record, I'm gonna go get a training manual for flying a ship.
Smart.
I like it.
Well, but they're providing the transportation. Why are we gonna have? Why would you need to?
Don't
What
worry
is
about it.
this?
When the pilot inevitably gets eaten by some horrid monstrosity and we're stranded without any recourse,
Not that
I
it's
want to be
happened
prepared.
before or anything, and I'm just gonna like push him, saying, "Shut up! They're new. Stop scaring them."
Shut up.
Shut up.
I look to the new people and do the like wiggly fingers. Ooh.
Dancing phalanges.
No, but seriously, y'all are gonna die horribly.
Most likely.
Oh.
I mean, you know, as long as it's noteworthy.
You're not new. You should know this.
Odyssey
Hey,
just
this
found
might just be
Anyway,
a trip
like
to New Paris. Y'all just don't know it yet.
so anywho, we're gonna continue. I'm gonna go do some research. I don't know if anyone would like to join or not. You're more than welcome.
I'm gonna do research too.
Okay. You guys can make your ways down to station analysis or any kind of terminals that have access to station analysis. You guys also could go to, in quote unquote, there are in theory libraries on Mort, um, and other college kind of research areas.
Nah, I'll go to the station or whatever.
Okay. If you're going to station analysis, it's going to be a computers roll.
That's fine.
All right. So you get down there. Station analysis is this massive labyrinthine bureaucracy. Um, I'm not going to bother with making you wait a million years because not a lot of operatives take computers anyways. Um, and you
I
get
have computers.
to sit down. Yeah. Anybody who wants to go. Well, who's in the crew with Cody going for research to station
Me.
analysis? All right, the two of you. Y'all make your way down to station analysis. Like I said, there's those big like 80s style computers with like the microfilm and stuff. Um, I don't know if a lot of the kids probably never saw that, but it's a thing. And y'all can sit down at one of these green and black screen computers that are available for operatives to use. And so, what are you looking up?
I want to look up any crucial information, like any wars, battles, any gang related, just a lot of the crime based to see what we're walking in on.
Okay. So I'd assume you're just checking the region. You got Planet Cradle. You've got the system
The
called
specific planet
Ara.
we're going to.
Okay, Planet Cradle. Give me a computer roll.
My computer is a 2, so +6. Pass, 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 depending on what the DAC is.
I'm gonna say it's 10. This is
Pass,
serious
3,
research.
2 success.
Passed with two
Well, I don't know.
successes.
I have 4 dice, all 4 passed.
Four passed.
I passed, but
Oh,
with no
that's
successes.
okay. Cody, you got 3 degrees, and Brenda,
Yes.
you got 2 degrees.
I got no degrees, but I did
No
succeed.
degrees. Well, what's y'all's best SCL between the two of you?
Oh, no, it could be hers.
9B is mine.
What do
I
you
have
got?
an 8.1A.
You know what, Cody, you got
So
the eight.
he's
That's
higher.
that's what I was actually looking for. Cody, most of this information you just pulled up on your screen would be D-Notice, except you have an 8. Uh,
Yay.
So you're able to pull up some information about Planet Cradle in the Ara system. Specifically, it says uh, this is a it says this is an extinct Xeno world. Uh, it says that the unlucky inhabitants of this world refused the three-peace contract historically, and they were consumed by the conflict races. um, there is a lot more data here. Um, some of it is significantly higher above your security clearance level. That being said, if you wanted to try hacking it to get access to it, you're more than welcome to.
What
But
would
that,
be
but
the
that,
role?
but that could get you in some trouble. That would be a computer roll. I'll
What
make it.
what's the SCL required?
I'm just gonna say it's a 7. It's not much higher than yours.
Wonderful. I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna call Sputnik and tell him I need him and tell him to come to me now.
I don't think he has a 7, but yes.
I thought he had a high 7, or I thought he was at a 7 too,
Sputnik, what
because
do
he
you
I'm
got?
got
at
the
a
+3. Remember?
I'm at a 8B.
8B.
Damn.
I think he is a little bit higher than you though.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, strictly, trying to access the information isn't the seditious part. It's the pulling information that you're not allowed to
Yeah.
touch.
It's the knowing of the information.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, that's why I'm saying, like, I don't necessarily want to hack it, but at the same time, I do.
you can. I'm just saying
Ooh,
the
let me
option is always
ask.
there.
Let me ask this: if I wanted to file for the information to gain access to said information,
At this point, um, if you wanted to make a request to station analysis for it, I don't see any reason why it couldn't be an admin role. It just might take some
wonderful.
time.
What are
But
we
because
gonna
this is
do?
an alternate role, I'm gonna make it more difficult.
I'm okay with this.
Let's make it a 13, just to be an asshole.
Alright, so yeah. So hold on, I have to math. So I did not botch, but my pass fail did not pass.
Okay. An admin role that Cody finally failed. It's kind of scary.
I mean, you got lucky because I got a 3 success.
Cody, you
If
file a
my
bunch of
pass fail had
paperwork.
passed.
You send in a bunch of paperwork for all this information, and but at the end of the day, like you end up finding out that station analysis calls and says they've refused to grant you special clearance for this information. At least in the back way you have. I think this is like the first time we've actually really used computers.
This is also the first admin role I think I've failed.
Drink it in, Cody. Drink it in. Drink in that sweet failure.
Well, I've not
Smell the
passed
aroma,
before, but
the
like
sickly
it
sweet
was
smell of failure.
yeah, it was like I passed, but it was like just barely with the skin of my teeth kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's all right. It happens to the worst of us.
It does.
Well, either ways, there is more information to be had. It's not available to you at this juncture.
Hmm. Hold on.
Perhaps if you were to involve someone else,
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
someone perhaps who has ways around information restrictions.
Do we know this person?
I mean, it's a pretty common trait in neophrons. Literally, it says neophrons have access to information that is typically off limits.
Okay. Well, is he here?
I don't know. Is he here?
He is not. He stayed behind.
Well,
Why?
Well, he didn't go to like research. He's just wandering around with.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna call him and tell him he needs to get here now.
you get the call, Taz.
And I answer.
You're to report to me immediately, and I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna text him an address.
Okay. At least you didn't have to go to the BPN hall and stand in line. Taz, do you report to your
Yes, I do.
squad? Okay, all right. So
Smart,
he
because
he
I
shows
get
up in
mad.
station analysis. And you get there, and Brenda's character's there, the Wraith Raider, Seller, because she's got a cool character name, I can remember it, and then Rooney. Um, Now look, what you can do is you can go in and peruse the archives. For you, it's actually an academics role. I'm gonna make it difficulty 10 if you want to make academics on this planet. I don't know if you have academics, and I doubt you took lore space or lore conflict species.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of that.
Let me see if that character has academics.
the The character does have academics.
Yeah, I would think a freaking Neophron would have academics.
Ephraim should start with academics.
Yeah, if I didn't put academics on that character, I kind of feel bad.
I mean, I think it's actually one of their starting traits. They have to have
Yeah,
that.
education academics, you get a +6 bonus on the roll.
All right.
Are you in here to roll? Yeah.
I don't know if they get any further bonuses, but yeah, you got a +6 on that.
So, what exactly is this? Just
Okay,
like
so this one is your pass fail,
okay,
and then you need what's his
Difficulty's gonna be 10. Yeah, y'all help
no,
him with
what's
the
his
roll. I'm looking up
rank?
his
What's his rank?
2, but he's got a +6.
Okay, so you have your plus pass fail. You get one extra dice, and then one per your rank.
okay.
And then you draw a box, highlight over it, like you're gonna select all of them.
And then
All right, so now this is if you hover over it, it tells you what the actual number is. So you get a +6, and it's a DC 10. So you have a pass, 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 pass. So you have a success with I think 2 degrees.
Yeah, it's difficulty 10. So he got a degree, 2 degrees of success.
Yeah, because he passed on all dice, and it's
Okay,
4 dice.
okay, so that would be 3 degrees of success.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not
Then
epic
I may have
success.
fucked that other one up.
It's not epic, but it's pretty close. Um, so going through the academic route because Neophrons are fucking like apparently they have access to information that other races don't get. It's just pretty common, and honestly, it's pretty cool because Neophron. Um, you're able to access archives that are considered secret documents for the public. Um, Very specifically because the Neophron race doesn't have the information quarantined. Um, and Yeah, so apparently about 600 years ago, there was a civilization called the Krillic, and they refused the Three Ps contract. And during the course of their refusal, Slay carpet bombed their planet before announcing to the conflict races that the planet was not under the protection of Slay Industries. Notably, the planet of Krillic was at Ecumenopolis in a ring world, um, which means that they had a gigantic planetary ring that included extra living space for their civilization.
Sneeze you.
And Also, you can pull up from documents that that planet of Cradle in the system of Ra lie in conflict space, um, and it is currently claimed by a another conflict race. Um, and I'll give you the name of them because it's all right. They're called the Risen Mandate. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But but anyways, apparently, i from what you can tell, there's not a lot of information about that particular society, other than they're some kind of arthropods, bugs. They're like
Bug people.
they're intelligent bug people. And apparently they're a militant spiritualist civilization, but not a lot's known about them other than that they're extremely paranoid. That being said, they're not openly at war with Slay Industries. It's just they've claimed that planet that refused to be under Slay's protection. Um, so, yeah, seems like this could be a sticky situation.
Interesting.
It does say very specifically that that planet, at least originally, was a tropical world. Uh, and it said there's a big note in the the Risen Mandates demographics. It says that the population of that society only lives on frozen worlds.
Hmm.
I mean, just for the I guess random information that is. So it's apparently it might be a tropical world, but it was carpet bombed, so you're not 100% sure. That's been 600 years.
Well, then I'll go and report my findings to the squad leader.
Good job.
Bunch of random information, huh?
He's only giving out the important information that they need to know.
And remember, Drew, it wasn't the Risen Mandate that carpet bombed the planet. It was Slay Industries, okay?
Sure. Sure. I just get
Also,
thought.
just as a fact, it does tell you there's a picture of what acrylic looks like in there. Drew, please describe acrylic.
Well, or what the original look of them or the one I was using?
The one you want.
But the one I was using for the other game was not arthropodic.
No, no, I'm talking about that's the Risen Mandate is arthropods.
Oh,
The
okay.
acrylic was the original inhabitants of the planet.
Yeah, give me a second. I can just post a picture.
Okay,
They were little friends.
just
They were friend shaped.
They
they
were
were.
friend shaped.
Yeah, I have all sorts of fun stuff for y'all tonight. But that being said, you're dealing with a number of alien races, very likely. Um, None of you speak Krillic or whatever language uh, the Risen Mandate civilization speaks. You could do further research on anything that you wanted. I'd allow further roles if you were more interested. Um, you feel free.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there they are.
Yeah, little friend.
Mentioned in Drew's game, matter of fact.
Oh
I
yeah,
still
I know
want
what
to
that
play
is.
Purple
one.
things.
Yeah, from
Oh
Drew's
yeah.
Mercenaries game.
I still want to play one.
They actually toyed with setting them.
He has a thing for playing animals.
Coming to a
I
tabletop
gotta
near you.
be realistic.
One of the only ones here not playing an animal, thank you.
No, I was talking to Ryder.
Oh,
All right.
they're friend shaped. They're an exception.
Look at him.
So it's kind of like it's kind of tiger shaped ish. They're kind of purple pink and they got horns and looks like multiple ears. Just for the listeners, I forgot that we have listeners that need to be entertained as well, and they're furry. Yes, and they kind of have the stature of a dog. And
They
how
are
tall are they,
small.
Drew?
They are small, probably
How many pounds?
3 feet, 90 pounds at most.
Okay.
3 feet at the head.
So that's the description of the Krillic civilization, or at least the members of the Krillic civilization. Um. All right. So, Taz, you were saying something about divulging certain information to the squad members.
Yeah, only important bits that we would end up needing to know about.
Okay.
Everything else was just random factoids, and he was just like, I don't need to divulge.
I'm going to go off on a small
Un-
tangent here and just say that Slay Industries is a really amazing space travel game, but most of the books aren't kind of related to that kind of content. But I think it makes a really amazing kind of Star Trek game. Um, if you want to run it that way, and sometimes I like to run it that way. But I digress. All right. So, does anybody have any other plans they want to do? Any ambitions?
Getting my book on space pilotry and reading it.
Okay, Drew. I'm gonna say you find one for I don't know 10 credits. Like it's just your beginner's guide to. Are you looking for fold ship piloting? Are you looking for ion drive? Are you looking for solar sails? What are you looking for? Or just a
But
basics guide to.
it's like a basic generalist.
Okay, because
An
I don't think the
Here's how
fold
imperial
to
ship
turn
star
on
shit's
a
in
ship.
there.
destroyer.
All right, you go get the
I'm
the
almost to full ship level.
We
yeah
want an imperial star destroyer.
the how to geek version of how to fly a star destroyer. Yeah.
Step
All
one,
right.
don't crash.
Drew has a manual he can study over the next how many days before y'all leave?
It was a max of 7, and we've used 1.
Yeah, y'all are on day one. I'm not pushing y'all at any pace. Y'all can take your time, enjoy yourselves. Um, and it is assumed that any characters that or any players that everybody else is shadowing. Everybody's going.
Yeah.
So, uh, but other than that, Brenda, did you want to make a roll? I mean, I know. Did I give you information? I don't remember.
I
Uh,
did one, but I had only gotten I got lower score than
okay,
Cody did.
okay.
So yeah.
Um. Uh. Let's
I
see.
mean, would would I be able to access anything
Brenda, I'm gonna tell you. I'll give you a little weird piece of
with
information.
my other stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a little weird piece of information. Um. You do note that there's in the in the Ara system there's a starbase held by the Risen Mandate, and I'm gonna let you know that at least you can understand, at least looking at the information privately on your own computer, the Risen Mandate is actually run by a council, a hidden council. Um, these but the primary race of the species is called the Novian cryptids,
Mhm.
and like it has a picture of them in there. They're like these. They look like probably locusts slash flatworms, and they're about as big as a stormer. They're absolutely massive.
Oh.
They've got 4 arms. Oh, by the way, and it does list that they are extremely hostile, and what do they call it? It's not. They wouldn't be called fascist. They're extremely militant, and the only real tip I'm going to give you is if you don't pay them proper respect, they've been known to be extraordinarily violent.
Does it state how to show proper respect?
Money
Money. Give them money.
or honorifics. Much like Shakhtars have titles, you could practice a little bit of diplomacy. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod to anybody who took diplomacy.
Cody has it.
I did.
I believe I
There
also
you
have like
go, Drew. Drew just posted the
diplomacy.
picture. Perfect. Yeah, they're absolutely massive though.
Ah, those assholes.
Yep.
The ones that always declare war on me at first
Except
turn in
except for
Stellaris.
except for those aren't wearing armor with weapons.
They're the ones who always declare war on me first turn in Stellaris.
Yeah, but yeah, you there you go. That's very similar. I will say they probably. I don't know. I kind of like that better, Drew. They have 8 legs instead of 6. They have 8 now. I like that picture. All right, but yeah, that's the information you glean, and I know we're kind of slowing down here.
Wait, are you bad at math?
Is it 8? Well, maybe I'm bad at eyes. I see.
Technically, that's
Oh, hold
one,
on,
two,
It's
6.
three,
one,
four,
Oh,
two,
five,
that's
six
10.
That's
pairs.
got
That's 10.
six up
There's
top,
12.
and then yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
Is
got
it?
12.
12.
Oh, 1, 2,
It's
3, 4.
3 arms.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. My eyes suck. I bad at eyes is what it is. I'm sitting way back from my computer, anyways. So yeah, no, we're gonna go with it. They got 12 arms, and you know, we're gonna go with it. They are alien. As I systematically edit the primary race of that civilization.
So I'm going to send out a message to the entire group.
Now hold on. Brenna's information was given to Brenna. If she shares it, she shares it. She
Um,
just got different information than the rest of you.
is there any reason I would have to believe that this is information that they shouldn't have? Like that this
Um.
is
Oh, it does tell you that the main industry of their civilization is slavery. Do
Delicious.
that with what you will.
okay. But like the honorific part and how we got to show them respect, like that's nothing that seems like
No,
I
that
get.
seems like
Okay.
survival information.
Okay, but not denotice information. Gotcha.
No, I mean
Okay.
just
Then
for
yeah.
the fact that it's a conflict race would be denoticed in the first place, but y'all are going to be dealing with them probably, so seems relevant.
Then I would definitely share that with at the very least Cody definitely, and let him know that we need to be careful and tread lightly when it comes to our interactions with them.
Yeah, and
Diplomacy is something we're
the
good at.
the proper name of that particular subspecies within the civilization is called the Novian cryptids.
Hmm. So now that I have all this information, I'm gonna send a
Yes.
message out to everyone and essentially just initiate the if you need to get more done, please go ahead. Let's start to get everything together and make sure if everyone's ready to go. Diamond has bought his ammo. Ryder, do you need ammo?
I have no ranged weaponry except for throwing knives.
Okay, Finnegan, do you need?
I definitely do need ammo.
Okay, so you can go ahead and talk that over with James.
What what
And let's
what
say,
what we will do, is just to make it easier for you guys, is that I'm actually planning on closing game a little early tonight because this VPN came out pretty raw. I wasn't intending to run this soon. I thought I'd have at least a day or another week before I ran anything.
Well, you asked.
I did, but I thought I'd have all day
kind of raw
Saturday to
dog
prep.
us. Damn.
Go, go, going in, yeah, going in raw. There you go. But let's see. If you guys are cool with it, I think we'll cut it off here, and then that way I'll have a little bit more time to brush up on this and make it a little bit more
Well, I was gonna
interesting.
say, why don't we
Okay.
go ahead and do all the ammo stuff? That way we can go ahead and
Sure.
start next game at port.
Okay. Well, what I'll
Does
say
that
is
sound
maybe
like
y'all
a
can
good
talk
spot?
about it after game and see what people really need, because digging through books for whatever people need.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
fine. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, for right now, purpose of this, everyone has all the ammo they're planning to buy. We're
Yep.
all gonna meet at the port, and that's where we are current end of game.
I mean, plus I don't need to mine a whole bunch of Easter eggs from Drew's Mercenaries game because I totally forgot a bunch of shit. It's coming.
Yeah.
Which
Oh
is
yeah.
which yeah, you, Krieg, yeah, that one.
Uh, Yeah, I was gonna say, Brandon, you need to send me your prosthetic rules you told me about,
Okay.
because even if I wanted to switch to Creek, she's not physically on Mort for the time being.
Yep. Okay. We'll work that out. All right, guys. Well, 2 XP for everybody. Put it on any of your characters you feel like. And Taz, next time if you have your actual character or you want to keep playing the pre-gen, you feel free. Don't care. It's up to you. And everybody, I hope you had fun. And that's season 4, episode 1.
Yay!
Yay.